Good morning. Hey to you early good morningers that get on even before me. I love that. I love that. You have made it to Tuesday, and it is time for Puerto Vallarta Real News, and I'm your host, Brent Lane. It is 10 a.m. on the dot. Puerto Vallarta time. It is May the 19th, 2026, in case you're retired and have lost any sense of what year it might be. And let's go ahead and say good morning. Who's on? I see you, Dan and Kathy. Good morning. Soggy Sandbar in the Mississippi River. That's a new one. Good morning to you. That's amazing. Hey, Matt. Good to see you from Unified Healthcare. John from the Croc Cams. Sly, Melissa, Lilia. Pat with 2 T's, I see you. And even family members joined in. Good afternoon, Lori. Minnesota morning for Karen. I love that y'all say hi to each other. I love that. Good morning to you too. Wow, I feel like my finger's going to get tired some mornings with the good morning button, but I mean, y'all deserve it. I love it because you're here with me almost every single day of the week. I love it. All right, what is up? Let's have a look-see here. Well, first of all, let's take a look outside. Oh, live view. There it is. Puerto Vallarta looking beautiful this morning. I could really just use the same photo almost every single day, but I'll tell you right now, I do not. That is a live photo I take every single morning of beautiful Puerto Vallarta from the studio. Every now and then I do a nice little like panoramic view of it. But today, this is what you got, and a few more good mornings going out. Hey, Chandra, great to see you back. Love to see everybody here as always. All right, what else? Let's talk about, let's see. All right, so hey, yesterday, I hope you caught me on television. It's my one day of the week on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Then I'm on television anchoring the newscast here. Had a pretty good show yesterday. We had Megan Gallagher on again. If she's out there, you know Megan, forward her the link for this show. But she was out here talking about a really important event she's got coming up. I'm going to talk about it on Friday, actually. It's for the Volcano School. They've got a sandcastle competition coming up on the 29th. And so stay tuned. I'll share more about that on Friday as we get closer to the date for that amazing event. But I did get to cover it on the TV news last night, which was fun. Also, yesterday, I booked my flights for my wife and I. We booked our flights to Dallas over July 4th weekend to go visit my dad. Lori may have been of interest on that one, also known as Casey and Cody. I see he's coming out. We're going out to visit him in July. Probably fly out on like a Wednesday, come back on a Monday, which also is a bit of a conundrum. What do I do with the show? Oh, there you go, Lori. Always on top of the news. Good job before I even know it. One part of me says, take the mic with me and the computer, no issues, do a little live show. Another part of me says, pre-record a couple episodes that are more fun, less news. I don't know. Take a couple days off. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I got a little while between now and the beginning of July, but I got to figure it out. But it'll be fun to see him. It's going to be his birthday. I won't even say what number it is, but happy, whatever. Okay, moving on. Less about me, more about what's going on. Also Friday, again, I'm going to tell you all about our experience at the chocolate experience. So again, that'll be on Friday, of course. Yeah, I agree with you, Matt. Maybe I should pre-record and take some days off. I do go 5 days a week pretty hard, my friend, but the news never stops. All right. Speaking of news, I covered a bit of this yesterday. Before we really jump into it, I needed to have a cup of coffee. So let's do it with the coffee cam. Y'all ready to do it? With me now? Yes. Thank you very much. Okay, we're all right. We're coming back. That was a bit of a mess today. You'd think I'd be better at the coffee cam right by now. All right, first up in the news today. Here we go. More of the heat wave. We talked about this one yesterday, but pay attention. This is going a little bit deeper now in terms of what they're expecting here and what could be going on in Puerto Vallarta specifically. So health authorities right here in Puerto Vallarta have issued an urgent warning to the public regarding the high seasonal temperatures emphasizing the severe risk of heat stroke. Residents and visitors are strongly advised to avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight, particularly during peak hours, and to stay well hydrated. The elderly and young children and outdoor workers are highlighted as the most vulnerable groups requiring extra precautions. In addition to physical heat stroke risks, officials are alerting the population about the accelerated spoilage of food items caused by intense heat. High temperatures create an ideal environment for rapid bacterial growth, significantly increasing the likelihood of severe gastrointestinal infections. My wife's all over this story. Consumers are urged to inspect perishable goods closely, practice strict hygiene during food preparation, ensure all meals are properly refrigerated. I would also say, take an extra minute or two if you're in the grocery store. Make sure you smell that chicken you're going to get, smell that meat. Everything is getting transported in a little bit of hotter conditions. Avoid transporting your pets anytime this year, obviously. But yeah, this heat stroke ain't no fooling. This is like a serious deal. So hopefully you're not melting out there. I feel like a lot of you are probably off somewhere in cooler temperatures. But for us, we're here year round, except if we're traveling. And so we're going to be here in the heat sweltering, but we're all right. Oh, Melissa. Okay, so maybe pre-recorded. All right, I like that. Enjoy your vacation. All right. I'm loving the poll so far. Take some time off. I love that. Yeah, with that, I will definitely give you a little thank you. Yeah, Melissa and Matt, that's for you, supporting that. I really appreciate that. All right, with that, just don't forget, if this is your first time here, we might have one or two first timers on, I'm not sure. Be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and be sure to click you want all notifications. That way you never, ever miss a show. And you never are the one that doesn't know about the news. You want to make sure. And if you want to reach me anytime, that's my email address on the screen. Hit me up, shoot me a note, shoot me a picture, shoot me a story idea. I'm always open to hear about it. All right. Moving on with the news, y'all. All right, here we go. So this next one, I'm going to throw up this little warning. So this next story does have a little bit of graphic content in the photo, but I had to look at the original picture, but then I took it and I blurred it out really good for you guys. But if you are sensitive, especially around animals and things happening to animals, maybe ignore this next story. But again, I have blurred out the graphic part of this image. But if you've been on social media, you've probably heard about this. You've probably seen it. It's been all over the news over the last day because it happened yesterday. But a tourist dog was killed by a crocodile at Playa del Holy yesterday, right where the river meets the ocean in Puerto Vallarta's hotel zone. Lifeguards on a routine beach patrol witnessed the attack after the off-leash dog wandered into a clearly marked habitat zone to get a drink of water. The crocodile suddenly struck from the shoreline, grabbing the dog by the neck and dragging it underwater. The croc briefly resurfaced further upstream with the dog, and emergency personnel just did what emergency personnel could do at that point. They just stayed with the distraught owner, who eventually had to leave the beach alone. Local authorities are using this incident to warn both locals and visitors. This is really why I'm covering the story. It's not the graphic nature of it, but I know I put up the graphic warning. But again, warning both locals and visitors about the real dangers of local estuaries and river mouths. Playa del Holy has well-documented warning signs because it is known territory for at least two large resident crocodiles. Civil protection officials stress that the movement, sound, and scent of a dog easily triggers a crocodile's hunting instincts, and beachgoers are urged to respect all posted warnings and boundary lines and to always keep pets on a short leash or just away from that area, especially at dawn and dusk when these predators are most active. Okay, let's talk. So clearly marked signs, somebody lets their dog off leash. I don't know. I'm not here to pass blame or anything. I did see a bit of social media buzz on this. I've seen at least 300 or 400 comments, especially on the Spanish signs. Oh, so Matt, you saw it. It could have been that one. Yeah, stay vigilant for sure. Thanks for sharing that, Matt. But I also saw some people, not necessarily the Mexican people, but I saw an expat post, and I'm not going to divulge who it is, on a posting of this incident. Just said all crocodiles should be removed. This is a tourist zone. They should get out of here. They don't belong in Puerto Vallarta. Remove or, kill or whatever them all. Alrighty then. All right. I don't agree with that. It is sad that the dog was killed. Of course, I'm not going to be, sure, the owner is completely, I couldn't even imagine, having to watch that happen to your dog. But I don't think the answer is get rid of the indigenous species that was here before us that we've actually invaded in. And I'm not a hippy dippy, love the earth kind of guy, but I am going to say I do support nature, and the croc was doing what instincts told the croc to do, and that was to eat, unfortunately, but this time it was a dog. So owners, please be careful. Also, if you have children or anything, just be careful around the beaches here. There are crocodiles here. There's a lot of warning signs, but we've got to use our smarts too. We got to do that. So with that, there's no cheers for the dog or anything like that. This is just simply me being thirsty. So I'm going to have a sip of coffee. I'm sorry for the puppy, but we will move on with the news. Oh my gosh. No way 7555, a 5-foot iguana take down a small dog. Oh God, we don't want to see that. So sorry again. Again, that was posted on social media with an exact image of that dog. So I actually went in and I blurred that out for you guys. You didn't have to see that. And it's not the croc's fault. I agree. We're supposedly the intelligent species here that should know better and to stay out of their zone. They were here first. I got that. All right, fair enough. All right, let's move back into the news and talk about airline routes and fuel costs. Oh my. All right. So commercial aviation carriers across Mexico are facing severe financial pressure due to a sharp surge in jet fuel prices during the first half of 2026. The rising cost of the fuel is significantly straining company profit margins. We got to be worried about those, prompting warnings of impending route planning changes and ticket price adjustments. Major domestic operators, including Aeromexico, Volaris, and Viva Aerobus, are currently evaluating their networks to mitigate these rising operational expenses. Travelers are being warned to prepare for potential increases in base fares, fewer deeply discounted seating options, and reducing flight frequencies ahead of the busy summer travel season. While airlines intend to shed their most popular high-demand paths, lower margin domestic lines and regional connectivity may face tactical service cuts. Because direct federal fuel subsidies remain highly unlikely, passengers are advised to secure booking much earlier than usual to navigate the changing in these possible flight schedules and the rising prices. Yeah, we're definitely feeling it. We did have to buy those Dallas tickets. Absolutely. Yeah, we're definitely feeling it. Yeah, they are pricey. I know it is going up. I'm glad for the interaction here. We're all seeing it. I think it's costing us almost $1,300 just to go to Dallas. And one of those is, I don't know if one or both are a nonstop flight. Youch. So that's pretty high. So if you're buying tickets out there and you've been online and you're getting stuff and you feel like the prices have gone up, share that with all of us. I think we don't all want doom and gloom, but we definitely, we want to keep an eye on it. We're all in this together, and I don't feel like prices are going down anytime soon. But what do I know? All right, moving on through the news today. All right, this is an uplifting one. I feel like we need an uplifting story after all that. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, don't wait to purchase. Yeah, I see your comment. That's an important one right there, Melissa. Yeah, don't wait to purchase. They're seeing it. And she's in the travel industry, y'all. You should definitely connect with her if you have any travel-related questions. That's not my area. It's always nice to have experts on. A lot of people are friends and people that watch and all that. But honestly, you've also got people on like Melissa and Matt and Jordan, who are all professionals in industries here within our area. And I love that they're on every single day. They're not out there promoting their products, but I'll give them a little, love. They're Jordan right there, real estate. We got Melissa in the travel industry. We got Matt in the healthcare industry, and I bet a few of you other. And since we're all on together, why not share that information and help each other out without even the need of promotion or anything like that? So thanks for coming on. Yeah, definitely plan ahead, Jordan. I see that. All right, moving into more uplifting news. Finally, Puerto Vallarta has been chosen as the official host city for the prestigious swearing-in ceremony of the Jalisco chapter of the national collective called 50+1. Okay, if you haven't heard about that, let me explain this to you. This influential group brings together prominent female politicians, academics, specialists, and activists committed to advancing gender equality. The high-profile gathering underscores the coastal municipality's growing prominence as a key center for major political and social forums within the state. The core mission of 50+1 organization is to establish, I lost my place there, hang on one second. There it is to establish strong pluralistic network of women who actively support, promote, and defend women's human rights across all professional and political sectors. This ceremonial event in Puerto Vallarta marks a significant milestone for the collective's regional expansion, aiming to bolster strategic leadership and drive collaboration initiatives for women throughout all of Jalisco. Thank you for an uplifting story. We really needed that. I appreciate that. Love it. Thank you. About time. Seemed like it was all going to be doom and gloom this morning, right? All right, let's have a cheers to an uplifting story. Boom. All right, we're in the home stretch, everybody. If you haven't had a sip of coffee with me yet, do it, because we are moving on to a big one, and this one's going to make you hungry. Are you ready to be hungry? Well, you should be, because Carl's Jr. Mexico has announced, let me show y'all, boom, look at that. It's the return of its highly anticipated Burger Day promotion. And I know at least one viewer on right now says that's actually on his calendar yearly. And it pops up every year to remind him to go get his 1 peso burger. You can out yourself if you want to. It's offering its iconic, famous Star with Cheeseburger for just 1 peso. This special nationwide offer is scheduled to take place once again on May 28th, 2026. The promotion is designed to celebrate International Burger Day, which is a tradition that the fast food chain has proudly championed across the country, all of Mexico, since 2017. Have you guys had one of these burgers for a peso? I think we tried last year. I don't remember if we got one or not. I know the line was pretty long, and it's a pretty basic burger, but hey man, it's 1 peso. To take advantage of the 1 peso burger offer, customers must purchase any regular combo, there's always a catch, from the adult menu. The promotion is limited to 1 promotional burger per combo ordered and is valid for dine-in, takeout, and drive-through services at participating locations. Look at Carl's Jr. getting a free plug. They're not paying me. However, the chain specified that the offer will not apply to children's Star Pal combos. I guess maybe like the Carl's Jr. version of a Happy Meal. And it cannot be combined with their discounts and is not valid at the airport branches. So if you're flying out, don't expect a 1 peso burger. Not going to happen there. It's going to happen at all the other Carl's Jr. So line up, get in line, get yourself some Carl's Jr. for a peso. I just love that graphic, by the way. All right, here we're sitting at about 17 minutes. We ran through the news. It's not as incredible as South. Look at you shamelessly plugging one of my sponsors. I love that, Jordan. Appreciate that. And I'm sure they appreciate it too. All right, so there we go. Wow, I'm just bashing the mic today. Let me just move it away from me a little bit. That's all for the news today. If you've got anything you want to hit me up with, if you've got a story idea, something you think needs to be covered, I'll always evaluate it. Just shoot me an email anytime. And please, just take a minute when the show is up. Just share it amongst your group, share it amongst your friends. Oh, big milestone. So yesterday evening, we hit 600 subscriptions. I'm so happy about 600. Boom. That was supposed to be a boom. So thank you so much. I don't know who was the official 600th member and 600th subscriber, but we've now surpassed 600 members, and that's amazing stuff. Really now just really focused on, getting those view hours in. We're doing really great since the move to YouTube. So thank you for being with me on that. And thank you for joining the show. Thank you so much, Lori. Thank you so much, Lilia. And it's only been fit since, gosh, I moved this show to YouTube like a month and a half ago. So thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you for all that. All right, that's it. Bye for tomorrow. If I don't shut up soon, you're definitely going to go over 20 minutes. So thank you so much for joining. Hang in just a minute to read the list of sponsors. There is a new one on there. And if you get the code in the sponsor list, you're going to see I get you a 10% discount at one of the local establishments. You should definitely check that out. But with that, it's time to go. And I will see you all tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Have an amazing day.